was this old school. Mourinho actually took credit for Samuel Eto'o's foul on Jordan Henderson.
A horrific foul.
It was unbelievable. And it was after 2 minutes, and he's looking at it going, Howard Webb is not going to give any yellow cards in the first 10 minutes.
We all saw Nigel de Jong's tackle in the World Cup final.
Yeah.
A few years back. Was that Howard Webb?
Howard Webb.
Yeah.
And Howard Webb, I was reading again recently, and I'd forgotten this, was also the referee in the Champions League final in 2010, which was won by Jose Mourinho and Inter, obviously, who absolutely destroyed Iron Robin in the first 10 minutes with a series of physical assaults. Just destroyed him. I mean, Iron Robin is not necessarily the most lion-hearted player out there. He is one of the best players, one of the most dangerous players, certainly the Bayern Munich team. One of the biggest threats to Inter, I would have said so. Is he going to be a threat if he's, let's say, out of commission? Not as much of a threat. Howard is a top ref. Mourinho said before that game, I'm glad it's an English referee because they understand the game.
So Webb's a little too lenient, or certainly lenient enough for Jose Mourinho's tastes. Mourinho knows this is the kind of guy, because Webb does put across this very authoritative kind of demeanour.
Yeah,
he looks like a guy who's in charge, and in fairness, he has dealt very well with serious situations.
I'm not entirely sure though that you can say. Yeah, Mourinho did take a little bit of credit for the Samuel Eto'o thing.
He did.
But
he actually took credit.
Yeah,
Can
but
you explain that?
Because Eto'o, okay, we saw what Eto'o did. He went, studs into Jordan Henderson's knee. Henderson is on the ground for 90 seconds. Eventually gets up. He's pointing at the stud holes on his knee to the referee going, what are you doing? Webb is sort of staring at him authoritatively. And Henderson said, Liverpool actually scored from the free kick. So in that sense, they almost did well in the situation. Yeah. But I don't think Henderson was... I didn't see the same Henderson as I did in the previous games. I think that probably affected him a little bit, that heavy blow to the knee. That was a reducer. Now,
but if you're looking at the Liverpool team that started and you say, right lads, or right Samuel, we're going to kick someone in the first 10 minutes.
We get a couple of free kicks. It's Howard Webb. He's a scarecrow. Like Mourinho's like a blackbird or some clever kind of a bird that's worked out that this big, authoritative looking scarecrow with its chest puffed out and its great posture and its sort of, great body language is actually just a scarecrow. It's not going to do anything. You can actually do whatever you want.
Again, though, when you say he took credit for it.
He took credit. Well, what he said was, I don't know the incident that you're talking about. This is when Shreves asked him about it. I don't know the incident you're talking about. Said Mourinho, like the one incident that he missed in the whole game was this brutal foul that I'm 10 metres in front of him. But he said, I don't know the incident you're talking about. But, I'm always internally I'm always criticising Samuel, for I keep telling him that he needs to adapt to the physical side of the game here. We're playing in the Premier League. I keep trying to tell him, we're playing in the Premier League now, Samuel. You've got to be more physical. So if he did something that maybe you deserved the card, I'm afraid it's my fault.
Murph mentioned Dion Fanning earlier on. We will talk